It's the E-Commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Miraz and John Suter. The E-Commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's E-Commerce Minute for March 30th, 2018.
In today's episode, Target aims at waste with denim recycling program.
Now you don't have to feel bad about tossing your jeans. Target has partnered with a company called iCollect to take your old denim off your hands. iCollect is a German-based company that operates in over 60 countries and specializes in collecting, recycling, and reusing clothing, shoes, and textiles. Target ran the test program with iCollect this month, where the retailer in selected stores in the Northwest could trade their old denim clothing for a 10% off coupon for new jeans. The denim will be sorted and designated for reuse and recycle, in which they will get a new life as secondhand goods, or recycled, in which they will be turned into products for other industries. iCollect expected the trial to keep 50,000 pounds of denim out of landfills. According to data cited by Retail Dive by the Council for Textile Recycling, the United States generates about 25 billion pounds of textile waste per year, 82 pounds per resident. Of that 82 pounds, only 15% gets donated or recycled, meaning that 85%, or 21 billion pounds, goes into landfills. That's more than 5.2 of all municipal solid waste generated in the U.S. The group predicts the total to reach 35.4 billion pounds next year. Other companies are stepping up their sustainability game. Levi's also works with iCollect and will recycle clothing and shoes from any brand. Consumers receive a 20% off voucher. H&M has a garment collecting initiative that provides a coupon towards a purchase in return for unwanted garments of any brand. Madewell's Denim donation program donates old jeans to Habitat for Humanity for housing installation while giving returners 20% off a jeans purchase. And North Face customers can get a $10 coupon toward a $100 purchase for their unwanted clothing and footwear. These moves are not only good for the planet, but they're also good for business as consumers become more attuned to the waste and sustainability of the products they buy.
Yeah.
It's my hippie story of the week.
Donate, people. Donate. There's other ways to donate.
It's when you start reading these stats, though, of what gets thrown
Nuts,
away.
right?
I always use the phrase, no one really knows where away is. This is just like, I read stuff like this, it makes my jaw drop.
Yeah.
I make sure to, you can't donate old socks, but I try to donate as much as I can because there's people who really need this stuff. And I know, I'm going to go on a little tangent here, but I know that some of those donation boxes are sketchy as you know what, but, because some of those donation boxes, they don't really, all they do is they don't get donated. There was a big market for taking the clothing and send it to China. I don't think that's the case anymore.
So there's a lot of donation stuff out there, and obviously all the biggies, you can take it to the store, but like there's few companies now, and I think I just saw one that like you can recycle basically your Amazon box, put a sticker on it, put whatever fits in it, and they'll send it out, and they pay for the mailing stuff. So however they're dealing with it after that is interesting. We've talked to Goodwill before, and the stats on that stuff is just bonkers.
It really is.
Yeah.
And just looking at it, there's just textile waste. Yeah. You throw out clothing, where does it go? And it just winds up in a landfill. So it's interesting to see companies that take, I read a little bit more about iCollect, and they really break down this stuff. Like they take the buttons off, they take the zippers off, and the actual fabric. Now the metal goes, if they can recycle the metal, they will. And then the fabric itself, there was one part in there where the denim can be used for a lot of things. And they said one thing, they could shred it and make house insulation from it. There's a lot of different repurpose for it. And like I said, some of it originally did go to China. I think some of the rules have changed because you see those donation boxes. But bottom line is you shouldn't really be throwing your clothes out. If someone, there's plenty of people out there that could use this stuff. And I know that some of the air quotes nonprofit groups, they're not really, or not-for-profit groups, they may have, they may be not working in the best interest of they're only working in the interest of shareholders or people or the owners of the company.
Yeah. Goodwill is interesting. Goodwill is really cool, actually. They're the largest provider of workforce training. in the country.
Yeah, they are. And do they not focus mainly on their hiring pool? Don't they focus on a certain demographic where it's maybe physically challenged people or mentally challenged?
Part of it, yes. A
Oh, that's
lot
just
of
a
it is
portion,
actually
right?
that's a portion of it, but they definitely do workforce training for it, and they're the largest, which is fantastic. To me, that's amazing. So that's kind of cool.
So yeah, this is good for, you look at this. This is actually a really small thing, but I stumbled upon it and I thought that people say, "Oh, that's a PR move. They're just doing it for the press." But if they can get the logistics to work out, I think it's obviously good for the company because people really want to know where their crap's going once it's done with it. And consumers, believe it or not, are way more in tune now than they ever were. And sustainability is a big thing, not only for the planet, but for brands. Brands really need to start paying attention to this stuff. They can't just be these producers of disposable goods. Like, people want to know where their stuff's going.
Yep.
They want to know where away is when you throw it away. Where exactly is away? Away is in the landfill. All right, got anything else?
Nah, that's all I got.
All right. Happy Friday. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet on Monday. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.